Hey everybody, I am Jason Salazar. I created the Uploaders, and I'm here with...
Tim Goebel. I play Virgil.
Hey, I'm Melissa Loxon, and I play Gloria.
And this is Dead Wake, episode 10. Drew was incredibly sick this day, but he came down and he got through it, but that's why he looks even more ugly than usual.
I didn't even know that. I thought he was just ugly.
No. We started almost 2 hours late because he wasn't showing up, and I was like, where is he? He's never not punctual, and then he finally texted me, he's like, I'm coming, I'm dying. But he was a trooper, and...
Yeah, he made it work through this episode, even though as soon as you yelled cut, he sounded like death.
And there's a few shots, I mean, you can tell just by his face here, he is like just so tired, and there's shots later on where he's just really stretching to keep himself going.
Yeah, I remember my stepmom trying to give him medicine.
So Beth looks like she doesn't like anything or anybody, ever.
This was supposed to be a much bigger episode. It was supposed to be you, Drew, Shauna, and David, who were all at this wake, and both Shauna and David had to cancel last minute.
Yeah, they found out I was in the episode.
So they're like, we're done with Tim Goebel's there, we're not. Bail. And so I gave all of Shauna and David's lines to Beth, who I asked that morning, hey, are you free? And she came in and
knocked it out.
She did. She ruled it. This was a Saturday. We filmed for about 6.5 hours.
I just know that I brought like a really 80s / slutty dress to wear.
Well, I said to you,
Yeah.
bring something you would wear at a wake that is somewhat mournful but sexy.
Nothing says sexy like, a bra under lace.
It worked. I mean, you were just sexy enough. So I didn't want you to be overkill. So I appreciate that you kind of...
I restrained myself.
You did, and that was good. I mean, because normally when we shoot together, you don't. I mean, you're just like, I'm going to do A, B, and C. And I was like, whoa, hold it, tighten the reins a little bit. So, but it all worked out. Virgil was always meant to be the pure character, and then this was the start of you like, man, I associate with such assholes. I'm going to be one too.
He really tells the story of how humans absorb the kind of people around us. If you want to become a genius, hang out with geniuses. If you want to become an asshole, work with Jason Salazar.
That is fair. That is probably one of the greatest compliments I've ever received. Thank you.
I do try.
And this shirt gets me so much cunt.
Yeah.
And oh, those faces. Yeah, I think all three of your faces actually sum up just how we felt about making the show in general for all those years. No, everyone was great. You're all good sports, and the fact that you have to say the horrible dialogue that I write for you makes you amazing friends and actors.
Sucks.
That was a very funny scene with the sucks. So I think you guys added a few more sucks, but that was good times.
Hey, it sucked that much. So.
It did, yes.
What the fuck is the matter with you? I'm sorry.
I think this was the very first thing in anything I've ever filmed or edited that I've color corrected. You can kind of tell it's a little more blue-ish, because when I got the footage, when I checked it later, for some reason it had a really bright orange tint to it that just didn't fit the rest of the episode. So we kind of futzed with it and tried to match it up to later scenes, and I did all right. I'm still learning.
Aren't we all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's me.
Here you are with your 3 drinks that we mixed right there. I'm not aware of what they are. I do remember that the 3 vodka shots are just water.
Yep.
And I made you drink all of that stuff at least 5 or 6 times.
It's Kool-Aid. I'm pretty sure it's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, High C, and probably some kind of...
And I'm angry about it here.
Yes, you're very angry. No, you played the angry housewife very well. I was very proud of you.
It has nothing to do with the truth of my life.
No. I wanted things that were colorful, but then it could also maybe pass as real alcohol.
Yeah, it looks like it could just be straight whiskey.
That's right. You know what? And it may have been. To work on this show, you have to kind of need a little help from good old alcohol. But now look at that dress. Look at you. You're like part tablecloth, part.
I'm like a doily. I look like a funeral doily.
There it is. That's exactly what I was going for. So
It's a funeral doily, and
I do remember
I
after
took that shot like a champ.
you
Sorry.
took all of
Yeah.
those shots like a champ, and I do remember after this specifically because we did it so many times. We cut, and then you're like, okay, I have to go pee. I do remember that, and because you had a lot of water in your system.
Yeah, pretty much. That's normal.
It worked. Yeah, that's how the human body works. Otherwise, we would have had a problem.
I have to say one thing. I think this is the film of bad haircuts because I think everyone's hair looks fucked up here. Or maybe we're just all supposed to be drunk and
I mean, and I buy too that Brian and Drew are like related because a lot of people always say that they kind of already look very twin-like.
Maybe evil twin-like.
Evil twin-like, yeah. I mean, they're both fat and ugly, but one's blonde and one's brown. So, and there
I'm
you
just ugly.
Oh, stop. Stop it, you glorious beanpole. I will not have you insult yourself on this commentary track.
Well, I can never tell because all the mirrors ever placed are way too low. So I just make assumptions based on what people in elementary school told me.
Oh, and there you are. Look at that. God, look how much taller you are than Beth.
And she's actually standing on the step.
Oh, that's right. There was a step there. So this is coming up on our 360 Michael Bay shot, where we tried to time out the dialogue, so no matter where I was, oh, it's you, then it's you, and so on. And I mean, obviously we don't have steady cams, but it worked.
It makes it much more dynamic. There's action going on.
That's right. I mean, it makes something that's incredibly boring seem less incredibly boring. So,
Drink, head in the oven.
so take me through Virgil's process of trying to hit on a sexy woman.
So the art of seduction is actually a straightforward one for a nerd such as Virgil.
Yes.
You put on your sexy pose, you scrunch up your shoulders as close to the ears as possible, you put on your most nasal voice just to let the female know that your nose is as large as possible, and then you look down your eyebrows and go for the high five.
So what do you think as a character that Gloria found attractive in Virgil? And that pretty much is that.
why I would even think that going for this dude is a good idea. I must be really fucking toe up because it's sweet. It's sweet. It just goes to show what kind of character I am. I am a sweet girl. Pine Sol and Alizé. There's a mix for you. I think actually that's really what teenagers are drinking these days.
It really makes any kind of whiskey pop.
Wow, we really made her a terrible human being. Well, all of the...
Yeah, I don't think there's a redeemable one of the lot.
No.
At least by the very end. Maybe at the very beginning when Virgil was still pure. Maybe.
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 But not now.
No.
Once again, look at those fuck you looks you got
Yeah.
going on. I mean, on fire. Amazing.
Yeah. In heels.
In heels, yes. Not that I cast you because you give good fuck you looks, but I mean, but I knew you could do it. It worked out. So we're coming up on the bathroom scene where you're supposed to, I think the implication is that you're going to basically do her in the ass.
Right. I
Yeah.
should have tore him off with my teeth. That's what I should have done.
I don't-
See, in retrospect.
I don't think he would have allowed that. That you would have ruined his
Ruined
Doctor
his
Who
only-
shirt.
His only good shirt.
His only good shirt. I think that's the only black shirt Tim owns. He still wears that to like weddings and job.
Weddings and funerals.
Weddings and funerals.
And interviews.
Interviews. That's it. He's like, it's the only thing I look good in.
They were watching.
Viral videos. That's what it's all about. Yep.
Just got to get that shot.
That's right. They were hoping to see some pootie tang there,
Yeah.
but
Trying to get the divorce going on.
I just remember Beth was too like, don't breathe on me. You're sick. So this angle.
Yeah, he's like, what am I doing here?
Well, it was
How
to
do I do
also
that?
hide the fact that you really weren't being undressed. I
Yeah.
mean, like, we don't go that
nice
far.
of you.
You're welcome.
That's
so,
sweet. Whoa!
and then
Then the murder.
yeah, I guess it's implied. Yeah, we never see this character again in subsequent episodes. So I guess we can say that she is dead.
Yeah.
The uploaders are murderers.
But at the very least, they were successful in ending the marriage. Till death do us part, right?
That's it, exactly. Yeah, because that couple was not happy.
Yeah.
So.
Although at this point, I don't think we know if she... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely dead.
Oh, yeah.
Her head is levitating slightly because we were pouring the blood from underneath, so it didn't get in her hair or anything. But it worked very well.
Yeah.
And then, oh, yep. He's like, what the shit?
God, how I hate men.
Good blood drip.
Good blood drip. That's.
That happy face makes me scared.
That really just summed up the whole episode. There was no reason to get that close, and that actually I think was kind of like a take we weren't going to use, but when I was cutting it together, oh yeah, because this was the only episode I think of the Uploaders I didn't film because I was really trying to direct. Clearly I failed. But that was 5 years ago. Do you regret any of that?
Nothing. Not a second.
You're lying.
It's always good working with you, Jason.
Oh.
Yeah.